Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. I have tomorrow off, luckily, so I get a 3-day weekend. So I'm really chilling. You have work tomorrow. I feel bad for you. I'm just getting ready to stream here. I got some fun tea today. I have the pineapple ginger tea, and I added some oat milk to it. Really good. Really enjoying that. Also went on a hike this morning. So took a bath afterwards. I'm feeling pretty good. Uh, Also fun, exciting news. Not the kind of tea you were hoping for. Oh, I don't have a lot of drama right now to tell you about, but I promise I will spill the tea once I get it. Fun news about the song that you heard in the little pre-show. That I wrote that song and I actually just uploaded it to Spotify about yesterday. Yesterday is when it went live. So find Hiccup Homes on Spotify. The song's name is Wander. I was going to put up a link for it, but I ran out of time. I got back really late after hiking, and so I didn't have a lot of time to get things ready for the stream. But maybe next time I'll have a link for that. And yeah, also today in the stream in the game, we are gonna have to do a little bit more reading, is what I found out. Someone in the YouTube comments on my last video pointed out that there's a lot of good stuff in one of the books that we read a few pages of and haven't finished reading. And so I think that's what we're going to do next. So let me pull up the game here. Yeah, Yamaha didn't want to stick around this time for some reason. He'll come back probably. Anyways, I'm putting on my reading glasses. Everyone be ready to be studious. There is a lot to learn from this book right here. Jay on YouTube pointed out that we thought we had read this whole book here. And first of all, this book is in this workshop, if you remember this. We thought we had read the whole thing. Turns out we only read the last 2 pages. So we have a lot more to dig into, and there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. I already started reading it on my own, and then I found out that there was a lot more interesting things, and I was coming to a lot of conclusions, and I wanted to do that with you guys on stream instead of on my own, rather than having to explain it to you later. So anyways, we're going to dig in, and we're going to learn a lot. Before we dig in, actually, let me review what we learned last time. We learned our objective here. So Atris sent us into this world with a book that only comes one way. It only brings us into this world. It can't take us out of this world because Gen, his father, who is evil, supposedly, is trapped here. We don't want to let him out. His wife is also trapped here, and we want to save her. And so we're going to rescue her. We're going to find some way to send a message back to Atris that we found her, and then he's going to send us a way to get back out of this world, hopefully leaving Gen here. And we learned that in Atris's journal here. You can look at his handwriting. I also read a little bit of the books from Myst. I went back to the old game. You can see it's the same handwriting. Well, you can't see it right now, but I could see that it was the same exact handwriting by Atris. But this other book is not by Atris, and it seems to be by Gen, by Atris's father who was trapped here. And so lots of interesting things to look at too. So we're going to start in this passage here, 82 to 13. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. And so that, I think, goes back to the fact that he's trying to make books here. We looked at the process where he takes wood pulp and boils it and makes into paper, makes into books. But for some reason, those books that he makes here aren't able to turn into little teleportation books. That's all over this universe. That's how you get into different ages. And so, which is good because we want him trapped here, supposedly. Anyways, going on, there are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. Which makes me think... Let me back up. I want to show you guys the book in the middle of the room. In this little, I don't know what you call this little furnace here. That's all burnt. That is supposedly, again, trying to make a book, but only burning it when it doesn't work. He's trying to make books and failing, and somehow that ends up with them getting burnt. I'm a little confused by that process. Maybe he has to bake the books to finish them. And if they're good, they'll bake and they'll turn into teleportation books. And if they're not good, then they'll get burnt. That's kind of my guess right now. So anyways, two thoughts that I already had. Just one paragraph into this book, and you can see why I wanted to read it with you guys instead of reading it off stream. There are days, yada, yada, yada. Okay, the further I refine each element, the formulations of the inks and papers, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without access to Denis, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. So he just doesn't know the right ratio of ingredients to make the perfect book that'll turn into one of the magical teleportation books. And supposedly the Denis have that, which I was a little confused when I first read that because I thought the Denis were the villagers on this island. But maybe they're not. Maybe they're the villagers somewhere else. Anyways, next passage, 8258, says, I am discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I've been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the starfield and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. So there's some sort of cosmic thing going on in this world, in Riven. Okay? It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces, much like a link. But the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture defy logical reasons. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space. Yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void and is further evidence that it might be able to travel, or might be safe to travel. But without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. So I have some questions. So I knew that Atris had gotten out of this world. Oh wait, no, I think I answered my own questions before I even answered it, or before I even asked it. So this fissure that's out there, supposedly Atris and Catherine were able to use it to teleport out of the world. Again, did not trust it. But my question was, why couldn't Gen just jump into it right now? And also, why was Catherine still trapped here if she had left? But I'm thinking that this happened a long time ago. The fissure is not here right now. And so Gen is not able to jump into it and take his risk right now. That's my guess. Because I haven't seen any weird, strange cosmic formations that you can jump into. Not yet in this game. Going on, it says, it is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. So yeah, it is also difficult to say what would happen if I reopen it. So the fissure is not open right now. It is closed. Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed on this next date. And so this, we've seen those steam vents around the island. We turn them certain ways, and then they turn on things in other places. Yeah. Fuzzy Juzzy, welcome to the chat. Yep, this was a long time ago. Okay, good to know. So this was a long time ago. This is not what's happening right now. But my guess is he trusts the fissure more now that he's trapped, and he wants to open it up again. We'll read more and figure that out. I am extremely pleased with the continued success of this system. I believe the construction to have been true to the Denis designs of my memory, another example of the superiority of the Denis technology. It's ironic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. So there's steam in Riven, and he's using it to power things, just like the Denis did. Again, I don't remember who the Denis are. I remember how to pronounce it. Somebody told us that. Somebody told us that on one of the more recent streams, Denis. But anyways, we'll probably figure that out later, hopefully. But yeah, he's been building all these steam pipes around the island. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I have recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atris wrote into this age during their escape. Okay, so maybe Catherine and Atris unwittingly opened this fissure while they were changing this world, trying to escape. Why were they trying to escape? I'm not sure. But apparently they needed to escape. Okay, certainly by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Oh, this is another thought that I had when I was reading this. That book that fell from the fissure, is that the book that we opened at the very beginning of the last game in Myst? I don't know if you remember the very beginning of Myst, but it opens up with just you in this dark void, and something opens up out of the sky, and a book drops out of it, and Atris has some monologue about like not being sure what's going to happen to this book and who it's going to affect, and like, at least I think that's what he was saying. Yes, that's the one. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That's really, really good to know. I love when things come full circle and connect like that. So that's how we got into the picture, is that book fell to wherever we were, and we were able to go to Myst. Okay, but anyways, much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of its falling into unknown hands. Okay, unknown hands, as in our hands, and I think that worked out for Atris. He got lucky. Going on, also, had they forever the creation of the fissure, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. Okay, so this is Catherine's home world? Does that mean she came from here? Or does that mean that she, like, built her home here? I'm really confused about the origin of all the main characters in this book. Like, did they come from somewhere and then discover that they can make magic books and start making these worlds and living in them? Or were they already living in these worlds and they just make more worlds? Or do the books not even make worlds? Do the books just make teleports between worlds? If that's a spoiler, feel free to not spoil it for me, but if it isn't a spoiler, I would love to know. Okay, if I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this is most certainly what would have happened, for the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. So Gen created a seal that stopped the vacuum, that stopped the fissure. My guess right now is that that little trap door with the 5-button code that we need to figure out that's underneath the telescope. Maybe that's where the fissure went. Maybe that's where it's sealed. Or maybe it's somewhere else in Riven. Anyways, I hold on to the belief that it is an unintended consequences, that it was an unintended consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had meant for this age to be merely a prison for me rather than a death sentence. I probably agree with that. Atris seems like a good guy. We don't really know much about him, but he seems like he would try to just trap him and not murder him. And that's what he implied in his journals that he gave us. So we'll believe that for now. Next entry, 83.5.14. The construction of the images has proceeded without fault. The imagers has proceeded without fault. Are these the beetles, maybe? Little scarab beetles with the murals inside? Okay. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the Denis technology to mimic that of the Ahmad. In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures was striking. And if you happen, in chat, if you happen to know how to pronounce this word, Ahmad, and if it's different from what I'm saying, feel free to speak up. Um, yeah, in some ways, the similarities between the two cultures are striking. I wonder if perhaps there had been communications or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Ketis people were even descendants of the Dini. It pleases me to think so. Okay, so people have been in these ages for a long time. And maybe have been trading. And there's a diagram here. What is this a diagram of? This looks like a little cage of some sort. And there's a lever on it. I'm not sure we've seen this anywhere yet. This is interesting. We'll have to come back to this. I'm going to take a picture of it right now. So we can reference it later. He puts in a note here. It says, it's possible that if I were somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. I could suppress the variance enough to create a solid link. So somehow it needs to power the books. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. Perhaps I could adapt the fire dash marbles. Is he talking about fire marbles, or is he talking about fire and marbles? I have been cataloging the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now, yet still I continue to find evidence of the Denis' preoccupation with 5. Hey, just like us, we've been seeing 5 all over the place. This is past the point where I already read, so this is new for me too. Okay, as a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Denis society, from the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite to the humble homes of the commoners. It was ubiquitous. If he means humble homes, if he means those like little huts, round huts that are on stilts, I think their door knockers did have 5-pointed stars on them, or something like that. We'll have to confirm that next time we're over there. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texta that I used. Oh no, the texts. That's an S, not an A. That designed the text that I used to compose this age. Obviously, a direct reflection of the minds that designed the text that I used to compose this age. Further proof that through their art, the Denis masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, as many have mistakenly thought, merely building links to pre-existing worlds. Oh, my question's already answered. So Gen is saying that the Denis would write books that create worlds, not just portals between the worlds. Riven has 5 letters, and the middle letter V means 5 in Roman. Okay. Okay. That's a fun detail. I like that. 5. I wonder if that's just a fun Easter egg, or if that's going to be important eventually. While most of my constructions have been based on Denis designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with power of fire? Or 5. I think that's 5. That I have imbued with power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. And it makes sense that it would be 5 because he's talking about the number 5 right now. It's topical. Okay. But if Riven has been imbued with the power of 5, like the name even has 5 letters and the V has the numeral, is the Roman numeral for 5, then how is it an imperfect world? Because remember, Atris talked about it being like a kind of faulty world. Or maybe he was talking about another world. He shaded his dad. He was like, this world has all the markers of collapse that are common to the worlds my father builds. Something like that. Going on, I am still attempting to determine how the Denis color symbology reflects the superior design principle. The Denis color symbology reflects the superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. So I haven't really noticed colors too much in this world, but we will have to pay attention to that again. Supposedly there's 6 important colors that Gen has noticed. I keep wanting to call him Guy. He's not Guy. As an old geezer, he's Gen. But supposedly he's noticed 6 colors, but he's sure it has to be 5 somehow. Maybe 2 of those colors are just the same thing, slightly altered. And then he has these 6 symbols here. And we've seen these symbols around the island. Do these refer to different colors? Taking a picture of this too. Next entry, 83911. I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles. Fire-dash marbles, so maybe they are marbles that have to do with fire. Fuzzy Juzzy, you're being very cryptic. Okay. I'll take that to mean that we do need to look into the color theory. And that we're not quite there yet. We haven't discovered what's going on. Anyways, going on again. I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have succeeded. Okay, enough power. So supposedly he's been able to make a good book that is actually a linking book. I have linked to a new world. Oh, good. Well, bad. We don't like him. It is a harsh and desolate age, but is nonetheless well suited for my purposes, and so I have designated it my... this word. No idea how to refer to that, but this is his world right there. That symbol right there. And so maybe that's why we haven't seen him walking around this place, because he went to this other extra little world. Going on, by studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle on. And who is us? Because like Atris and Catherine obviously don't like him. Maybe the 2 brothers like him, or maybe he's talking about some of the villagers. Maybe some of the villagers like him. Age for us to settle on. For now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. Okay, so he has made his world somewhere else, not in Riven. That's why we haven't seen him. Where is Catherine? And also, what is this? What is this diagram? This also doesn't look like something I've really seen before. Maybe it'll only be important... I'm going to take a picture here. Maybe it'll only be important once we get to this other world. That's called this. And maybe all those little books that are hiding around inside the swirling domes, maybe those combine to make the book that takes us to that world that Gen is on right now. That's my new theory. Okay, he says, I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such primitive conditions I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Denis centuries to achieve. He's proud of himself. Okay. Note, repair outerwear for work on this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. Interesting. So he was working on his goggles. And it sounds like he's working on the goggles so that they will be more useful in this new world that he went to. I wonder if we can find evidence of him working on these goggles around this island, or around this workshop. Next entry, 84413. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on that world. I've begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on The Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island. According to my exact specifications, and installation of the domes is underway at last. Who is the Survey Guild? He had workers here with him the whole time. I guess that makes sense. There's a lot of construction that he's built that he wouldn't have been able to do on his own. The Survey Guild. The site location for each island, according to my exact specifications, and installation of the domes is underway at last. So it sounds like he's talking about the swirling domes that we've been looking at, that we don't know how to open. And maybe this will tell us how to open it. Oh, okay. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid. But the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. Okay, so this looks like the giant gold dome that we've gone inside of. And inside that giant gold dome, there's a little panel with this diagram here. This looks really familiar. I'm going to take a picture of it again, just so I can see it easily. I don't know what this symbol means right here. This looks like the dome, but why does he have this little dashed line underneath it? Does it like... Oh, maybe maybe this is the dome that opens up with the books in it. And this is just like the swirling part that goes underground when you open it. Anyways, this must be the power system that powers all the smaller domes. Because it's sending like steam there, isn't it? I think it's sending steam or something. So he built that. He built the domes. He has not really been clear about what the domes are for yet, I don't think. Wait, no. Construction of a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office. So these are a series of link sites. So they'll all bring us to different islands, I guess? Which is interesting, because I thought that he made a book that takes him directly to this new world, but maybe he needs to go to each of these little islands, or each of these domes, and each of their islands, to get stuff to eventually hop all the way over to his new world, to his new office. A little confused there. Going on, due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. And he draws these symbols here. I don't remember if I've seen these symbols yet. They don't look as familiar as some of the other symbols. But anyways, due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a code access system into all of the domes. And this is going to help us open the domes. Not sure how, but let's take a picture. We'll have to look at this picture once we look at one of the domes again, and maybe it'll give us some clues. Maybe this correlates with the little bubble island somehow? Like maybe this is the... I don't know. We'll have to come back to that. Next entry, 8567. How much time is in between these entries? 84, 413. It seems like... I don't know what the date and... I don't know what the month, day, and year order is here, but it seems like a whole year passed, because I feel like this must be the year at the beginning, right? 13. Anyways, going on, I caught one of my assistants looking over this journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. Okay. Note, discuss security with each guild master. No problems expected from the maintainers, educators, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. There are 5. Is that 5? Maintainers, educators, surveyors, bookmakers, and builders. Maybe these different guilds are the 5 different people that are in the 5 different people that are in those murals inside the Scarab Beetles. Because you can tell by the coffee stains. Is that why they're coffee stains? Because someone was looking in here? That's a fun Easter egg. So many Easter eggs in here. My favorite is still the knocking 5 times on one of the doors, and then the lady peeks out. That was really, really creepy. Next time we're over there, we're going to do that again, just a heads up. Know just how much time it took him to write the journal. Oh. Okay. He's a bad writer, remember? Okay. Took a lot of coffee for him to write. Huh. Anyways, did I already take a picture of this one? Yeah, I did. Oh, but anyways, these different guilds, that's probably why they have the one mural that has 5 different people and then 5 different panels. Each one has those people doing specific things. I bet that'll line up with this. I bet one panel shows people doing maintenance work. One will show them doing education. One will show them doing surveys. Another making books, and another building. Also, why does he suspect the bookmakers and builders? What are they doing? Okay, next entry, 861024. Okay. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels on the black something. I feel like we heard about a black something in this book. The one that Atris wrote. Or maybe not. Oh no, we heard about that in one of the books that Atris wrote back in Mist. Back in that library on Mist. That's what I'm thinking about. But on the black something, as the villagers obstinately insist on referring to them. Moiety? Mossity? Mockety? Mocktail? Moisty? The Black Moisty? I'm going to call it the Black Moisty for now. The rebels on the Black Moisty have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. Some of the villagers... Haha, let's go with that. Okay, cool. Black Moisty. And it looks like the Black Moisty is a group of rebels. And I don't know if they're the spirits. He has spirit in parentheses, so maybe it's not actually ghosts. Maybe it's just the Black Moisty dressing up as ghosts and causing chaos. Anyways, he says that the Black Moisty have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. Okay, so that does sound like what's happening. They're like making up ghost stories and scaring them somehow. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. So Gen does not like the Black Moisty. Does that mean we like the Black Moisty? Also, the 2 people that we saw at the very beginning of the game, was one of them a villager and one of them a Black Moisty? Like maybe the first person that tried to steal the book from us and leave, he was a villager, and then the person that killed him and took the book from him but let us go was a Black Moisty? Or vice versa. I'm intrigued by these people. I want to see more of them. Okay. Going on next passage, 87-115. The something traps have been steadily fruitful this year. The gum traps, cram traps. Apparently the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season. So I'm guessing that this is some sort of animal that lives underground. And the villagers and the Black Moisty rebels use them to get poison. Maybe they're like frogs or something. No. And we already saw one of the poison darts work at the beginning of the game. So that's something we have to watch out for. Hopefully we don't get shot by one of those. Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract for my pipe. One that is smoother than any of the others from recent years. So these frogs or whatever are good for poison darts and for smoking, apparently. 87-329. chemical analysis of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Oh, so these knives are from the rebels, the Black Moisty, and the person that killed the other person at the beginning of the game, the one who let us go but took the book, he had one of these daggers. So I'm guessing he's one of the Black Moisty. Where was I? Chemical analysis of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composition contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered on the islands. It appears they have access to a resource of which I am unaware. Perhaps a mine on an uncharted island. So the rebels have an island with a mine, possibly, that they use to make these knives. Note, most of the knives have been found in the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. I think a closer inspection of the area is warranted. And the south side of the village, I haven't noticed a lot of orientation, or a lot of like north, east, south, and west. But we'll have to figure out which part of the island is the south side, because that's probably where the Black Moisty is like getting most of their kidnappings or followers, or they're doing stuff over there. The fact that they leave these distinctive knives as a sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. We've already seen some of these knives around. The one that jammed the lock that opened up the cage, and then there was one next to that door that we have to crawl underneath on that first island. So we've already seen that. We've already seen them leaving them around as signs. Maybe, and are those signs just to be cocky and say, "Hey, we're here," or are those signs a little bit more deliberate? Maybe they're gonna give us information somehow through these knives. Next passage, and we're getting close to the end. Next passage, 87,627. The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with the new figures I am uncertain. I have nearly finished writing the somethingth age. Oh, somethingth age. Is that a number? Is this a numbering system, maybe? If you had a TH at the end, like the 7th age, the 8th age, the 9th age, something like that. And I have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to, yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. Is it possible that it's stable after all? If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My examinations of the something-erd age have thus far proven inconclusive. And is that an ND or an RD? If it's an RD, then that might be 3, third. Are there any other numbers that you end with RD? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. After that, it's all just TH, right? So if this is an R right there, then this is the third age. That means 3. If it's an N, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, then it must be 2, second, right? Is 2 the only one? 22nd. I guess any number that ends in 2 could be a 22nd, 42nd. Just some thoughts. I don't know how we're supposed to decode these letters or numbers here, but that might give us a clue. But anyways, Riven has not broken apart as fast as he thought he would. It thought it would. He's even wondering if it is totally stable, and he is not sure what the difference is, because he's not good at building worlds the way that Atris is, supposedly. Hey, Octavius, welcome back. It's good to see ya. We've been doing a lot of reading. We're reading Gen's journal, and we've made a lot of interesting observations. No worries, no worries. That's totally fine. I don't know how the alerts work. I don't know how the app works, so that is totally understandable. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to go on. We've got a couple pages left. So he says, or perhaps someone is repairing the damage to the 5th age. 5th. I'm really fighting the fifth age, and have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place. So sometimes he writes out his numbers, and sometimes he uses these other weird symbols. But Riven is the fifth age, and oh yeah, that makes sense because there's 5 letters in Riven. The middle letter is V, which is the Roman numeral for 5, as Fuzzy Juzzy pointed out. And also 5 is important in a lot of other ways in here. So this is the fifth age. If so, it would almost certainly be Atrus's doing. So what is Atrus doing to fix this age? I feel like he might have mentioned something like that in his journal down here. I can't believe we read this whole thing, and somehow I still don't remember a lot out of it. I might have to read it again off stream, just in case there's something I'm forgetting. Ooh, who would have the power to repair it? My guess is Atrus. I feel like he's the only one, or maybe Catherine. We don't know much about her. Maybe she has a lot of skill. I have reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters on which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for much speculative research. Yada yada yada. Okay, he's researching the water here, but he's paused because there are more pressing matters. For future reference, however, my investigations up to this point have revealed the following about the water. Okay. Maybe this is why they put so much effort into the water physics in this game. Or at least the water, not physics, but just like the graphics, water graphics. Maybe there's important things in the water that they needed good graphics to show. Oh, true, I feel like Atrus wouldn't marry someone who wasn't a badass. Fair, fair. You want someone on your level, right? Okay. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it. Specifically, a type of bacteria. I'm imagining a motile unicellular organism, but one with structures capable of holding bits of water whose combined effect via surface tension, or a stronger force, causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Okay. So are we going to have to heat the water somehow? He says prolonged exposure to extreme heat, for example, a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible uses. So water here seems to run away from heat. And is that going to be helpful, or is that just fun lore? That's pretty cool. I'd forgotten that lore. Okay. What if you drank it? Yeah, how much heat does it run away from? Like, what temperature? Does, like, internal human body temperature, is that too hot? Would it run away? Just, like, crawl right back out of your throat? Or would that be fine? Or would it get you sick? Would they infect you? So many questions. 87.6 or 87.7.6. Oh, this is the same year. He's been on the same year for a while now. Okay, an exciting development. Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. It is a crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books. Okay, so we're back to the pages that we did read a while ago and thought that we'd read the whole book, but didn't realize that we were starting at the end, basically. How would he make coffee? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess he has to boil it and kill the bacteria before he can make coffee. It's kind of crazy he knows about bacteria back in the 1800s. That is crazy. It doesn't feel like the technology in here is advanced enough to know what bacteria is. Like Ludwig van Leeuwenhoek or whatever his name. Was he working with stuff like this, or did he have better stuff? Oh, maybe this is where he was experimenting on that bacteria and learning about it. It's got a little boiler, got a little something or whatever. I don't know what the bird eggs. Oh, look, there's rocks and like crystals. Maybe these are the things that power the books. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's go back and finish that journal. We're really, really close. Okay, so from one of the moisties, which we call them, the black moisties, because I couldn't read the actual word. Those rebels, they caught one of them, and this rebel had a incredible device, a little crystal that powers the flawed linking books. And he says, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage, it is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Does he, are the domes around the island, does he use that entire dome to power the book? Is that why they need power? Completely portable. I guess those domes are not portable. I think that's what's happening. I think he's got a really primitive kind of linking book that literally just has to stay stationary on its power source, otherwise it's not going to work. But until now, that is, because he found the Black Boistie's little device. Or maybe he's into the tea. Which the little knob? Which little knob were you talking about? Like on the was it on like the little water boiler thing? Like this? Oh, this guy? No? I can't recall if they explain this tech level. It's rudimentary in some respects, but far advanced in others. It seems kind of like the tech in the Da Vinci writings. Okay. And the little stick thing. Okay. On this guy? Is there a knob that I can press here? Hmm. On the round thing. I might need a little bit more clues here. There's a lot of stick things and a lot of round things. Hey, welcome back, Zork. Next to the drawers. Okay. I mean, on the other side. This thing? Are you talking about this? Because I don't think I was able... Oh! I was clicking on the wrong spot. Okay. Is he boiling water? Is that water just running away from the heat? Is that what's happening? That's what it looks like. Yeah. The water all rose up to the top to run away from the heat, and now that it's off, it went back down. Towards the other side, yeah. I bet you can't wait for the 22. For the 20... Are you talking about when the new Riven game's up? Is that on the 22nd? Because I am excited for that. I'm going to try it on VR when it comes out. I don't know if I'm going to stream it, just because I don't know if I trust my Oculus Link to work very well, but I might try. Yeah, okay. LOL, I remembered this, but I couldn't remember what controlled it. I think that's the 25th? Yeah, was it the 22nd or the 25th? I don't remember for sure. What day of the week is that? Fuzzy Juzzy says it's the 25th. Okay. 25... Is that a Tuesday? It is a Tuesday. Well, I will tentatively plan on buying it and having it on the 25th and streaming it, okay? No promises, because like I said, I always have problems when I try to link my Oculus to my computer, but I'll run all the updates, make sure everything's as ready to go as I possibly can, and maybe we'll stream it. At least you got one. Yeah, it is. I am lucky to have it. It is really fun. I like it a lot. If it looks really good, I might buy a VR setup. Could be fun. Could be really fun. You can go into the metaverse if you are so inclined. I went in there and it was a little scary. You could talk to people, but I was too scared to actually say anything. And there were like lots of kids running around. Like you could hear them talking, you could tell that they were just random kids. And I was like, I don't know how to interact with you guys. I don't know what to say to you. No. I haven't touched my desktop since 2020, so I'd want a new PC. Okay. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. 2020 has great PCs. As long as you have like a good GPU, I feel like. You just say hi? Okay, fair, fair. Good point. You say hi to them and start there. I was too scared to take that step. Oh, that'd be disconcerting. It's crazy how many parents let their kids just hop on VR. That is a good point. Hopefully they are around good people on there. We can hope. We can only hope. Okay, so this device that they found that the Black Moisties had, he says that Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her, obviously with an explicit Denis schematic she must have brought with her to this age. So Catherine made it before he captured her. So at this point, he's already captured her. Where is Atris? Is Atris off of this island? I think. I think he is. And also, Catherine already escaped this island with Atris jumping into the fissure a long time ago. Why did she come back? I feel like it has not explained that at all. You'd think millennial parents would remember chat rooms from the 90s, 2000s internet. Yeah, yeah, that was a sketchy place. I did not go on those at all. I had one family computer in the living room, and my parents were very, very diligent about making sure we were not on weird sites, which was probably good for me. Probably a good thing. You don't recall. Okay. Hopefully that gets answered later. Or maybe when I reread Atris's journal down here, maybe that'll tell me. And then I will tell you on stream next time when I figure that out. If only I had access to such a document all these years. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to Denis. Regaining access to the resources there may be crucial to the completion of my mission. Okay, so lots of questions. First of all, what is his mission? Obviously, Atris and Catherine don't seem to like that mission, which is why they aren't. That's just why they try to trap him here. And also, where are the Denis? I'm guessing the Denis are in a totally different age that we haven't seen in this game, at least. We've only seen Riven in this game. Is it one of the ages that we saw in Mist? Probably a good thing. I agree. Probably a very good thing. I wonder how it works bringing stuff between ages. That's a good point. We haven't had much of an inventory. I guess we did have this book. We had Atris's journal when we came into this age. So we just held it in our hands or in a backpack or something and it came with us. Maybe. And also, what is this drawing of here? He draws it immediately after referring to completing his mission. So it must have something to do with his motives, what he's working on. Also, more coffee stains all over the place. He loves his coffee or tea. Also, I want to revisit those water physics over here. This was cool. Like, I can tell why they needed good water graphics in this game to like they have a literal glass ball and they have clear glass with clear water inside of it, and they need a way to like show that the water inside the glass is moving around. I feel like that's hard to do, like graphically. I'm not an artist, but I know that the few times I've drawn with crayons, drawing water inside of other water things is really, really hard. Yeah, it's an irregular shape, makes it seem intentional. Wait, was it irregular? I felt like it is irregular. Like there's a normal rectangle with an irregular shape around it. You're right. Not just a circle with a square in it. Yeah, yeah. So that'll most definitely be important somewhere, somehow. But okay. Yeah, this game was a huge budget. They got the best CGI artists and tech on it. Okay. Like an island. I could see that being an island, right? Let's look at it again. Gotta scroll all the way back. Like that definitely looks like it could be an island. Maybe this is water around it, the swirling or the weird shape stuff, and maybe the water is like trying to run away from the island because the island's hot. Just one idea. But the square, what could that be? Good question. Okay, so we've learned a lot at the beginning of the stream, at the beginning of the last stream. I think the next step is to look at some of those domes that again has powered, because he gave us a little hint on how to discover their code. And before we go down here, I'm gonna hit the recall button, because I don't want to have to climb all the way back up here just to hit this button if that thing's not here yet. Square, what could that be? I'm really curious to know what that square is. Whoops. They got the best CGI artist in tech on it. That is so impressive. I bet, did they just get a lot of money after Myst? After Myst was so successful? I imagine they would have, right? Alright, let's find this next dome. Also, what is that over there? Oh, wait. How have I not realized this? We can turn this whole thing around, and then we'll be able to look over in this... Wait, I don't want to do this yet. I want to look at the dome and look at our other theories. But then remind me once we get here. Or I'll try to remember. Let's go ahead and try and get to this little area. So I don't think we've been there yet. Maybe that area will take us to this cavern, wherever this is. Or whatever that is. Is it possible that the square... I guess not. This isn't really a square inside of a squiggly circle. I was going to say maybe this is what that diagram was. But probably not. We'll have to figure out what that is another time. Let's go to this dome. Okay, so there's a number slider with 5 different spots. And in Gen's journal, let me pull up that picture again. He drew some symbols that are the coded access system into all of the domes. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. And I don't know if it's flipped, but hopefully you can at least remember what that part was. This, how many ticks are on the slider? Good question, Lawnmower. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like there's 5 in each one of these big groups. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 squared. We love 5s. 5 by 5. And if we look at those symbols, what could those symbols be saying? I know you can't see the symbols right now. They're on my phone. I'm looking at them. But they have different arcs. They have different boxes. Could it be 26 in each as a letter? Ooh. Wait, let's see. Let me bring these all back down to the beginning to count easier. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It doesn't look like there's 26, but that was a really good idea. Anyways, we know that there's 25 spots and there's 5 sliders. And... can you move it past the final mark or does it stop on a tick? Ooh, let's see. It looks like it stops on 25 because this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and it doesn't move anymore. That is a bummer. And maybe it's going to be easier to brainstorm when we're looking at the journal again. I don't want to walk all the way back there. But anyways, those symbols that he wrote in the book, there are 5 of them, so each one of them probably correlates with one of these and is the code system. Either that or the 5 symbols all correlate to just one of the sliders, and it's the same code for every single one of them. That's something we will have to explore more. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and find that other door that we didn't go through. This would have to be something complex enough that Gen couldn't figure it out, right? Well, see, I thought that this was made by Gen, wasn't it? And he was trying to make it so that so like the villagers and the rebels wouldn't be able to figure it out. At least that's what I thought was happening based on the journals. Okay, we're flipping around. Maybe. Oh, yep. This is so tricky of them, by the way. This is so tricky of them to have this little mechanic where you turn the thing around to go back on the track and just not even think about exiting on the other side. Oh, are the books inside just journals? For some reason was thinking they were linking books. I think they're linking books. I think that's what Gen's journals said. Oh. My cursor disappeared, so I was wondering if there was going to be an animation. But I guess not. This place looks creepy. It looks creepy as hell. It's very red, very orange. I don't know, is that red or is that orange? There's a little lever here. I'm not going to pull it just yet, because I'm scared. Oh, I can't go any further. That's the only thing I can do. Okay, we're pulling the lever. What's going to happen? So it looks like that's water, and the chains are going down into the water, lifting something up. What is this? Is that a cage? Or is it an elevator? It's the TARDIS. Maybe. Oh gosh. Ah. Alright, here we go. What am I going to find once I go down this? And just since I know we love pressing buttons and then running out of them, my cursor is gone after I press that button. Just so we don't have to explore that. That worked once. That worked once in Mist. And I don't think it's ever worked again in Riven yet. But we will keep an eye out for that mechanic. And so if we're underwater, how are we going to breathe right now? Or did we go into a little vacuum-sealed tunnel? Looks like we're in a tunnel underneath that water, and it's sealed off. Okay. Ooh. Oh, look. Is this a little microphone? What was that sound? Oh, God. And don't even think about... Okay. That was just a... That was a villager, I think. Okay. Whew. I was really worried someone was going to use the, that was scary sound. And I'm bracing myself, so I'm not going to jump too much. Just so you know. You love when I jump? Okay. Ah! They're running away! Who is that? And also, how did we go down an elevator and end up exactly in the same spot where we came from? She robbed me. Luckily, we have the recall button, so I think we can get it back eventually. Oh, wait, this is... Is this a totally different spot? I think this is a whole different little cavern on this island. I don't think this is where we started. But anyways, we came from that direction, and now we're going here. Are these like tusks that they put above? Hmm. Oh, that's a drastic color change. Now it's blue. Ooh, sounds are fun. Sounds are getting scary.
That was scary.
By the way, OBS is so weird sometimes. I could see in my like little on my little like analyzer that the sound alert was playing, but I didn't hear it that time. But that was definitely a good time to use that. This is a very scary place. What does all this do? Wait, do I really want to press this while I'm sitting in it? Okay, here we go. What's gonna happen? I do, I do, it's true. Why do I even ask? Oh, so we get to just watch the water. Oh. Okay. What is this little guy for? Oh, there's buttons. Who's that on the floor? Are we looking at Catherine? Is that blood? Is that a puddle of blood? Oh no, it's like a... She's grabbing it. It's like a cloth or something? Oh yeah, it's like a robe. Or a cape. It's kind of creepy though, we're just watching her. You've never seen this one? Ooh, cool. I feel like you guys are always the ones showing me Easter eggs, so I'm excited that I got to show you guys something new. Okay, so it looks like she's gone. I bet these buttons will take us to different cameras, maybe? Like this one is just looking out into the water, I guess? Looks like not much is gonna happen. What about the next one? This one's just straight up black. And then that's blue water again. And then black again. Weird. What is this one gonna take us back to? Okay, so I don't know what the one on the right does. It just seemed to alternate between black and blue, and nothing was in there. But this one showed what I'm assuming is Catherine. And if we press it again, it turns the whole thing off. Okay, so one of these shows Catherine, and one of these points off into the deep blue with nothing in it right now, is what I'm guessing. Okay. Well, I'm fascinated. I want to see what this other lever does. And I want to see something... Oh gosh. Something's gonna loom out of here for sure. Eventually. At one point, right? That was expected. I should not have jumped for that. Ooh. Oh, hey, these are the symbols that Gen wrote in his journal after talking about 6 or 5 different colors that were important. And he seemed to think that there were 6 different colors, but he was like, that can't be right. 5 is so important on this island. It must be 5. But maybe there really are 6, because there are 6 different buttons here. But, what are we looking at? Is that like a mast of a ship? Oh, we just turned on a light. What is this gonna do? I don't think we're even pressing this button. Or this one. Or this one, or that one. Or that one, okay. Looks like we can only press the one with red on it. Do we have to rotate this whole thing? Oh, okay. How far is it going to rotate? Whole different direction. And I'm not seeing a lot of changes. Supposedly the light's turning on, just pointing in a different direction. And again, we can't press any of the rest of these. If I press this one, is this one going to come into this position? Is that what's going to happen? Is it just going to rotate clockwise one turn? Oh, okay. I think that's what happened before. I clicked the one that was over here, and so I had to go all the way around until it was in the right position. But, yeah. Here's that one. Let's look at this guy. The light had to turn off before we could turn it, so that's interesting. Here's a green light. Ooh, we might need to be writing down these colors. Getting out my little notebook. Notebook time. So I'm going to write down this symbol and then green. So it's just a little circle with a dot in the middle. A little titty, if you will. And that equals green. Next color. That one's yellow. The little eye is yellow. Circle with eyelids and a dot. I don't remember what Gen said about these colors, but he did say they were important somehow. This one looks orange. It's a little Pokeball. That's what we'll call that. That's going to be orange. And do you recognize anything about the image location? I'm not sure that I do. Because it looks like it's underground. And there's these steel beams everywhere. Like these look like rocks in the background. Like where it's showing. Ah. What's happening? Oh. Hello. Oh, you're cute. In a funky sort of way. What you doing? What you doing, little guy? He's just showing off. He's serving. He's serving cuntin' right now. He just wants to show off who he is. And now he leaves. Was that a call to make him go off and do something? Or maybe he just hates red light. And we turned on a red light and now he comes to it. Okay. Anyways, that color probably correlates with this right there. I know you can't see where my hand is pointing, so I'll point with the cursor. That is probably red. So this little, I don't know what to call this guy. There's a lot going on there. But whatever it is, that is red. It's like kind of like the eye, but instead of a dot in the middle, it's got like the long slit. Maybe it's a cat eye. We'll call that a cat eye, actually. Next one. And Octavius, I still can't tell where we're looking at. Are we just looking underwater, like up here? Where we're at? Is that what it is? Is this one broken? This one might be broken. That's the creature they have all over the place. That's the throne thingy in the woods. Oh. Okay. So some people worship him. I get it. He's a very worshipable creature, I would say. Need to run to Home Depot for a bulb. Yeah, we sure do. So I'm going to put that one as question mark. Little sideways Pokeball is a question mark. And the sideways eye is blue. Did you guys hear that? Was that another, like, animal call in the distance? Do we think all the different lights affect different animals? Like maybe they'll have their favorite color that draws them in. I'm going to listen for more sounds just in case something happens, because I definitely heard a sound on the blue. And the red one, we saw the big fish creature. I don't know what it sounded like, but we saw it. And the green one, did we hear any sounds? Didn't hear any sounds there. Let's try yellow again. Nope, I just hear the background music. The Pokeball. That sounds like some sort of long call. And that's the Pokeball, the orange one. Some sort of long call we heard in the background. The red, we already know that the fish came last time. Is it going to come again? Ooh, yay! Here he comes. Ooh. He seems more angry this time. What happens if we call him 5 times? Like when we knocked on the door 5 times? Do you think he'll break the glass and like kill us? I'm gonna try it. Turning it off. Turning it on. That was kind of a different sound. Okay. And that's the 3rd time. 4th time. Oh, we did the door thing? That was one Easter egg I was wondering about. Yeah, we did, but we're gonna do it again, because I liked it. It was creepy in all the right ways. Oh! I bet he does break the glass the next time. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Zephyr, welcome to the chat. Here we go, here we go. Do you guys think it's gonna break the glass? Or do you think something boring is gonna happen? I wonder if he's trained like SeaWorld. I hope not. Did you guys see that documentary? About like the killer whales there? What was that called again? It was so sad. Okay, here we go. Nothing's happening yet. But it definitely took us up to look, didn't it? Like we clicked it and the camera angle definitely went straight up without me. Unless I just moved up and forgot. That was really scary. But I am sad that it didn't do...
That was scary!
What's gonna happen if we do it the 6th time? I hear a call. But I don't see him doing anything. Just read stuff about it over the years, yeah. It's not good stuff. Maybe he was supposed to get food. Maybe the red light tells him that... Oh! Maybe the red light tells him that food is coming. That's a good idea. What do the levers buttons next to this display do? These buttons? Because this button turns the chair around. If I remember correctly. And when we're facing the ocean, they won't work right now, but these levers like bring down different cameras. So this one on the left showed one camera. It's gonna drop down right now. And if we look inside of it, this left button shows us what I think is Catherine. Or at least it shows us Catherine's cage where she was. Oh, she's back. Hello, Catherine. What are you up to? She's wearing that red robe now. She went and grabbed something. And now she's gone. And then if we press this again, it turns off the camera off. And then if we press this one on the right, it shows us a totally different camera that just seems to be blue. Like it looks like it's pointing towards the ocean, and I don't know what we're supposed to be looking for in this. But it's not there right now. Once we press it again, it turns the camera off. And that's all that seems to have. Oh! So you can turn this one around too. What are we looking at? It looks like we're in... Oh, that looks like one of the walkways we've been on. Not sure I recognize that specifically. Can you spin on the wheel on the viewer? Yeah, this... Yeah. Supposedly we can. I didn't realize we could, but we can. And... Oh, what was that? Oops. There was something right about here? Oh, those were just... It looks like it was just rocks. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Which thing looked familiar? Okay. Did this thing look familiar? Because it kind of looks similar to me too, but I'm not sure I recognize where it is. Maybe this is the place with the stilts. The stilt houses, I mean. Or the walkway from the start. Maybe. It does look like this camera that we're looking through, it looks like it is just plopped in the middle of the water somewhere and it can spin around. So while we're looking around, we should definitely look for cameras stuck up in the water pointing at us. But anyways, if we can turn this camera around, can we turn the camera around that looks at Catherine? Or are we stuck in this position? Oh, she's back. What she got in her hands? Is that a basket? I went past it again? Okay, sorry. I'll go back to it after I see if I can spin this. Which it doesn't look like I can. It doesn't look like I can spin it when Catherine's there. And I'm fully just calling her Catherine right now. I might be wrong, but... Okay, Octavius, let's find what you were looking for. You're not talking about this, I assume, because I can't see anything. It looks like a rock wall. But, the one after the cave. Is this the cave? I'm guessing this isn't the one you're talking about either, because there's not a whole lot going on. Nope, not this one. What about this one? This also just looks like rock walls. It looks like we can see the sky a little bit. Looks like a fish. And were you talking about this one, Octavius? The fish cave. Fish cave. Nope, not this one. This one? This thing kind of looks like a cave. But I don't know if I've noticed this anywhere. The one after this you wanted to see? What does this look like to you? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure I see anything really discernible. Looks like something that was out in the water. Okay. Something that was out in the water, it looks like this. In the early area near the village. Okay. We will have to look around for that once we go back to the village, or near the village. But anyways, I think we've done all that we can do here right now. Next I want to go back to Gen's journal and compare what we've seen with his notes again. Because I think I'm already forgetting specific things. But we have found things that he has mentioned in them. So that does seem important. Oh, and also we need to go on this little trail here. Had the platform and a bunch of rope poles that came to a point, like a Christmas tree. Oh. I think I remember that. Is this going to come back quickly, or is it going to take a long time? Well, either way, my cursor disappeared, so I guess we're waiting for it. I feel like we got a lot of stuff going on right now. We need to follow this woman wherever she went. And then we need to go back and look for that, like, bunch of ropes or poles that came to a point near the village. And we also need to go look at Gen's journal again. Huh. And since we did this in the other cave, I am going to turn this around and see if there's anything on the other side real quick. I bet there's not, but we'll just see it just to try. Do the lights stay on when you're not looking at them? Like, could you turn one on and then try to find it? I don't think I could. I think as soon as I left, the light turned off, but just in case, we should definitely see. It doesn't look like I can exit it on this side right now. But let's see where this leads. So many roller coasters on this game. So there are lots of blue lights around these guys. Is that going to be important? Is that going to have to do something with... Is that going to have something to do with all the special colors on this island? Blue seemed to be the sideways eye symbol. In case that means anything to anyone. I don't think it means anything to me right now, but... It doesn't look like that lever went all the way that it can, because there's definitely marks around it showing that it's gone even further up. But this sure looks creepy enough. Let's try moving this up even more. Oh! Oh, we can spin and then go up even more. Oh, and this looks like the area next to the village. Can this go up even higher? No, it cannot. Which one do we want to explore? I think we want to explore this first, because the middle area looked like it was a, it looked like there was like a slide or something that we were going to have to go down and might not be able to come back up. Oh, and we've seen this walkway before. From below. We were down here and we looked up and we were like, or at least I was like, I want to go on that walkway. I just don't know how. Especially because I want to get to this thing here. And how do we stop this guy? Huh. Looks like the thing to stop it is over on this other side. Is that lava down there? I don't... Oh, maybe. That does kind of look lava-ish. Let's see. We came from there, right? Yeah, that's the elevator that took us up. And this is going to be gold on the exact same one that all the rest of them are gold on, right? Or is it? It looks like it might be gold on a different one. But it happened so fast I can barely tell. Oh. See, I stopped paying attention and then it stops. Wonder if it corresponds to the camera. Maybe. Oh. God. Again, I missed it. Oh, it looked like it was the sideways... Or it looked like the red symbol. The symbol for red. The one that looked like an eye, but instead of a dot in the middle, it had the upward slash. So that is interesting. Is that supposed to also give us a clue about how to solve it? Wonder if that corresponds to the camera. Which eye was orange? Wonder if it matches this shape. Orange was the, Orange was like the Pokeball one, and I don't think it turned gold on the Pokeball one. But it was moving very, very fast. It was kind of hard for me to see. And okay, so we got another one of these slider puzzles. Who knows how to solve it? Not me yet. But glad that we were able to get here. Let's see where this leads. Oh! Oh, there's more people up there. They're gonna sound the alarm again. Why don't they trust us? They can trust us. It's just little old me. Well, when it stops, it shows you the symbol. Looked like the partial open eye with a line in it. Oh. See, that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Let's go see for sure. Oh no, it doesn't show right now. Okay, let's turn it back on. It was like only for a second. Okay. Oh, you can see it on there. It is the one you were talking about. We'll just leave it spinning for now, because we don't have anything to do with it. But that is good to know that this one is the symbol for red. And this is a cool little contraption. I like all these little fingers sticking up out of the ground. What's going to be inside? Oh. Oh, hey, this looks like bones of that fish that we saw. That's what these tusks are. Can I access the stairs down to the lava? I'll have to check and see. Maybe that was... I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll look once we are done with this room. But are these two levers on the side? Oh, yeah, they sure are. Oh, yikes, what was that? Not sure I liked that. Looked like a dragon tail or something. Oh wow, look. Pretty view of the village. That's cool. Oh, and pretty view of that rope teepee stilt thing that you were talking about, Octavius. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. Not sure I understand what it's for still, or how to get to it, but we can look down at it. There, it looks like there's statues at the top, like fish jumping out of the water or something. There's a gold ball at the top. Can we see the camera from here? Good question. I don't know, maybe it's this thing? Maybe that's the camera? That could be it, right? Like, because it looked at... Maybe. Maybe. Or it could be one of these random things over here. But anyways, if you look up, we just see the village. I don't think we see anything important. We do see that little platform we were on earlier that had the kiln and like the little altar. If I could remember the perspective, that would help. Yeah. Okay. So what if we press this lever again? Is it just going to take us back down? Oh. Yeah? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I think it took us back down where we came from. Let's open this door to be sure. Yeah, that's where we came from. But we didn't touch the other lever, so maybe we should try this one. Doesn't do anything from this position. Maybe you have to use it at the top. Alrighty. If we press that, oh, a little door closes. Look, there's a little 5-pointed star down there. And, well, how does that help us? We can't even get to this thing right now. I guess it is nice, yeah. Well, let's go down and let's revisit this village and see. Let's look for that camera. Let's look for the little teepee thing and look at the. Maybe we can and just don't know yet. Maybe. We'll have to explore. Time to go explore the village more. I wonder if we can get to the village from here or if we're going to have to take a bunch of roller coaster rides to get back to this island from the different level. Oh wait, we didn't. We've got a whole another area of this thing that we. Of this elevator that we didn't explore at the middle level. But first, was there a way to climb down from here? No, I think this stairway, I think you had to be on this island from the other area. I don't remember. We were on the same spot earlier, and we could get to it from there, but I don't think we can get to it from this walkway. Anyways, this might be a fun slide that we can slide down. Let's try it. And there's even a little recall button in case this thing wasn't there. What is this gonna do? Oh my god, are we crawling out of the fish's mouth? Maybe the recall button is just bring the elevator back. Oh, that's fun. Hey. So that's why this thing was important. I was wondering what this was going to do, or if it was just going to be fun world building, but we can crawl directly inside of it. How fun. Ah! Oh my god. That is the creepiest baby I've ever seen. Creepiest toddler? Why did she look like a ghost? Why was she in black and white? Oh god. Did not like that. Okay, anyways, let's go back to this village. Wait. Is this going to be important now? I still don't see anything. I was wondering if we were going to be able to tell if this is where the cameras were looking, but I cannot tell. Missed the jump scare. A toddler. Toddlers are scary, even IRL. But oh, also notice these blue lights. Are those important? Is this a blue area? And do we see a camera in the water anywhere? These just look like rocks. And my heart is still racing from that toddler. We see these rocks. We see this thing. I bet this is the camera, isn't it? If we leave that camera in different positions, do you think this will stay, or this will be in a different position when we come back here? That is my current theory. Also, this thing doesn't look like we can get to it. And we still can't open this guy. Like, is this just a tube that we can jump down into? I'm so confused by that. But yeah, I bet this is definitely the camera because we can see the walkway that we saw. We can see this thing that Octavia pointed out, and we can see. Let's see. Is this that little triangle cave that we saw? Yes, the thing that we walk directly out of. I bet that's the triangle cave. Yeah, so that's that thing. Yeah. So why do we want to look at this area when we're not in this area? Like, what are we looking for exactly? Remains to be seen. I ask a lot of questions and then don't answer them in this. At least not right away. Okay, who's ready for this Easter egg again? Shout out to whoever told me about this. I don't remember who it was. Sorry about that. But I love this. This was the right kind of creepy. So press it 5 times, then something happens. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, does it not happen again? Oh, 6 times. So scary. A lot easier to handle the second time around, though. Okay. So we can see that camera. We see the TP thing. Oh. Look, there's a whole walkway up here that leads to the top of that TP thing. Like, maybe we need to get to it from up there, but how do we get to that walkway? Is there a path that I just missed in this little maze over here? Like, how do I get over there? Have you figured out how to get to that minecart thingy? I don't think I have. Like, I can recall it and bring it back up here, right? But I haven't figured out how to push it down or how to get to it when it's down. Because right now you can't move in it, right? It needs to be underwater or something, or on the track. Like, none of this seems to be doing anything. Seems like a design flaw that you can't lower it while in it. I agree. But maybe I can, and I just haven't tried it hard enough. Do I just need to leave the latch open and then leave? So I can hop in really fast? No, it closes it for me automatically when I leave. So I press this. My icon is gone. When my little mouse is gone, I can't jump in it. That is a bummer. It's over there, and it doesn't look like there's an area to get to it from here. Unless that little... Do you see this little jut out on that platform? I noticed there's a jut out over here on this platform, and maybe those connect eventually. That's my current theory. But that doesn't help me much right now because I still can't get to here either. And I so want to play this drum. Must be a recall button. That could be it too. There could be another loading spot where you have to recall it towards. Is there maybe more than one way into the village? I bet there is. Like there was more than one way into that little forest area. Because we rode that roller coaster over to that elevator just barely. But I don't know what the other way into this village is. Like there's no other ways that I've seen so far. I guess I should clarify that. I have not seen any other ways to get into this village. I wish I could just hop over to this one. But it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. Wait, where am I going right now? I feel a little bit lost. How do I move down? Wait a minute. How do I get down off of this thing? Oh, interesting. Have I learned about that fish statue yet, Sean? Welcome to the chat, by the way. Yes, we have. We just barely learned about it, actually. Like, it opens up and you can crawl into it. There's like a little stairway. Let's go back to that. For a second, I thought I missed something, but I don't think I did. The lever allows you to go up further. And we did see that. And saw the whale creature. It was modeled after... Oh yeah, we did see the whale in the little chamber where you can look through the cameras and you turn on all the different lights. The whale opened up. And hey, does this not stay open? That is a bummer. Is there a way to open it again while we're here? Or do I have to go all the way to the other island? Make sure to refrain from spoilers since it's the first playthrough. Good reminder. Hints are welcome, though. Tactful little hints are welcome. But we do want to kind of not give too many hints. I think we're enjoying the learning experience of it all. I don't know why I'm going this way right now. I think I just want to get back to that other island. But that is such a bummer that we can't keep the fish mouth open. This is definitely my favorite of the roller coaster rides so far. Oh, hey. These little coils, the orange coils, are they just making heat and that's why the water is pushing away from it? Because the water is like heat phobic right now? Or can you? Is there a way to open up that fish mouth? Is that what you're implying? Oh, good eye. Huh. Thank you. I already forgot what I spotted. Oh, the little heat tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. It does pay to read the books in this game. I will admit. I am always scared to bore people by reading out loud on stream, but it is necessary in these games. Okay, so let's climb up here now. We still haven't figured out this thing, have we? Because this doesn't do anything, but maybe we just need steam to head over here, and maybe we can trap a bird or something. This is unrelated to anything we've been thinking about today, but I still want to trap a bird. So let's try and angle the steam a different direction. Since we're here anyways. And it probably... Wait a minute. There's three options. We probably want it to go this direction, right? Because that's the one that's going to get us closest to that ladder. This was like the main thing I remember about this game, but ironically never remember if it does anything that's critical to the story. This little bird cage is what you remember? I would remember that too, especially as a kid. Yeah. Okay, so we hear noises. That's good. It sounds like steam is powering this. So let's push this lever and see what happens. Oh, and it's going down, not up. Are we going to catch a fish? I don't hear anything. Maybe we just need to pull it back up. Sounds heavier right now. But no, we didn't catch anything. Huh. Would we hear it spring shut? Maybe. Do we need to wait longer, or do we need to do something? Oops. Let me put the bait in again. Maybe we need to wait. Maybe we need to do something before something finds it? I don't know. Okay. Leaving it there for a second. And if I don't hear it spring shut right away, I'm probably gonna wander around for a bit and then come back and check it. Which, that was long enough. Okay. Now let's look down these other side hallways, see if we can remember what they did. This one goes down to this guy. Another one of the domes. And which dome is this? Oh, look. We have to go over here. There's probably some sort of cavern over here that we have to go into to stop this from spinning. Which symbol is this one? Oh, that goes way too fast. I cannot tell which one it is. But we will have to turn that off eventually. Oh yeah, and the other hallway takes us out here. Might have been the boob symbol, the circle with a dot in it, yeah. And where did both of these go? This one goes into the workshop. But where did this one go? Oh, this one took us back here. Which I don't think I have anything to test out right here, right? For a little bit, that camera that we were circling around, I kind of thought it might be inside of this. But that doesn't seem to be right. It seems like it was the village and not this. Can I give it steam? Give the, You mean give the other dome steam, the one that we were just at? It probably does need steam, but I think the problem is that we need to find the little shutter thing that you click. I think it's in a different room. I think we have to go find this because this points directly at it. I bet this is a little peephole that we look through. This room, or does it have steam already? And yeah, we don't want to kill the trap. I don't know how we would get steam here besides that, so I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Can we crawl up through here? Is that where we came from? Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's see if we caught anything. We got something. What's it gonna be? Is it just gonna fly out as soon as we open this? Oh, it's one of the toads. I don't get why his lab is connected to that vent. Me neither. That is really weird. So Gen talked about those toads in the journal. I don't remember what he called them. He had a weird name for them. But they used them to, that's the ball sound. What was the ball sound? Anyways, they use those to make their poison darts, and he uses it to make a smoking, like, material. He puts it in his pipes and smokes it. Oh, he's on the spoilers. Okay. Yeah. But the ball sound was the frog. The ball sound. Let's go ahead and try and catch another frog and see if we can listen to that sound. Sounds like we might be onto something, if that was a spoiler. Can we catch unlimited frogs? I don't know. Still sad that I can't get there right now. But I have to wander around somewhere while I wait for a frog to fall in our trap. Has that been enough time? And I did notice that my cursor is gone. Or it was gone when I opened it up and the frog was out. So it's not like we're supposed to catch it once it's in this trap. I think we're just supposed to know that this is where they got them, maybe? As far as I know, yeah, you can, yes. Same exact scene plays every time. Oh, the frog does different stuff every time. So there's a frog every time, but maybe it does different stuff? Let's leave it down there. When we come back, we'll see. See if it does a different thing. I loved the big fish animations, how they were different. Those were fun. I'm still sad that it didn't try to crack the glass more. I got close to it. And no, I actually don't want to go out there. Why am I doing that? Let's go back to Gen's lab. Let's look at his notes, and then let's make some theories about how to solve the little slider puzzles. Because I bet we're getting closer to solving those now. Okay. Let's see if we can find the page that talked about those symbols. Yes, due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes, and this is what those are. So, what could these mean? Could these be like numbers? Oh, okay. So the first thing that I want to figure out, or at least talk about, is there's one of two options. Either each one of these is a clue to one of the domes, like this one is a clue to one dome, this one is a clue to another dome, and etc. Or these are each a number that each of the slides have to go to on every single one of the domes. So the first slide needs to go to this number on every dome, second slide this number on every dome, and etc. The doors can flummox people. You open them from outside, but there's no indication that they block pathways when opened, so some people just never advance. This game is tricky like that. That would be... I got lucky and actually turned around and closed them and then immediately went in. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got really, really lucky, and someone did point that out, that I just saved a lot of time, because that would be so frustrating to never find that. Is there like a Rosetta Stone type deal anywhere? Maybe. Not that I've noticed. Yeah, there were two of us there watching, and he got it immediately. LOL, I was blown away. One of two incredibly tricky things for me as a kid. I was stuck on that for ages. That would be such an annoying... Like, I can't imagine, like, wandering around for hours and not knowing what to do, and then finally opening that and realizing that was the thing you missed. Yeah, crazy. I was stuck on that for ages. Dang. Welcome to the chat, Sugadoop. Sugadopo. Suga. Fun name. Cheap viewers on... Oh, maybe that's a bot. I would say literally the only sort of unfair part of the game is that part. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sean R. Kieser. Is that how you say it? Welcome, Sean. Happy to have you here. Now, let's see. So, one thought that I have is that, and I don't need these glasses right now. One thought that I had is these little arcs on the sides might mean different things. Like the fact that this one has arcs on two sides versus just one side versus just the other side is probably important. Okay, also I'm noticing that each one is a square. So these ones on the side are probably not that important. They're probably just part of the symbol itself. You said it right. That's rare. Congrats. Oh, great. I did take a little bit of German. My last name has an IE as well, so I did guess Kieser instead of Kaiser. Um, most people see the IE and pronounce it I instead of E, but I do know that part of German. Octavius, that and the world's most difficult button to spot are two things most burned into my memory. That is also fun. Or frustrating, depending on your perspective. But yeah, so there's arcs on these two sides, and sometimes both. There's these little jut out squares that can be in different corners. And then there can be lines just crossed all the way through. What's funny is I can still read those, LOL. You can still read these? That's fun. So there were spots where he talked about numbers of ages. And maybe that's our clue. Maybe that's how we kind of decipher this. This is probably the third age because that looks like an RD at the end, or the 23rd age or something. And maybe that's supposed to tell us what it is. Oh, wait. The symbol. Oh, let me draw the symbol. The one that we see everywhere. The one that's like this box with a line in the middle. This bad boy right there. Does that mean 5? Because this is Riven, it's the 5th age. The V in the middle is 5. There's 5 letters. 5's everywhere. Does that mean that this symbol is 5? Because if so, I think that might help us decode some of these. The line in the middle might just be 5, and then you add other numbers on top of that, depending on what you do. Sean says, oh snap, I think I'm onto something then. Okay, okay. That's exciting. So, my other theory is that since these have like 2 squares next to them, that's like, this is like the tens place and this is like the ones place. It's like a 2-digit number. Or maybe they're like, maybe it's not a decimal system. Maybe it's an octagal system and this is the 8s place, this is the ones place. Something like that. But I'm guessing that that means that this is a 2-digit number of some kind. This seems like a Rosetta Stone. Okay. This book is probably the Rosetta Stone, yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's how we... Okay. I don't know if that helps me too much, because none of those symbols have that line straight down the middle. So none of these include the number 5 as part... Yeah, none of those include the number 5 right now. But they do include this little jut out, this little corner thing, and some of these numbers had that, right? Like this one has it here on the bottom right corner, and so do both of these. But I don't know what these numbers are specifically. Like I said, I think this one might be 3 or like 23 or something like that. The RD was a good catch. Okay. Huh. Do we like algebra it? Maybe. Are there other numbers in here? Let's look for other numbers. Because we already are trying to solve those. These are completely different symbols. Here's this one. This is where his office is. We've already looked at that. Erd something. Did I miss something? Oh, again, Erd. And then these symbols have to do with colors. We know that. X plus y equals 3. 5 minus y equals x. We might have to, but I feel like I need a couple more clues before I can start putting things together. I only know what 5 is, and I think 5 is just a line right down the middle. But I feel like I need more to be able to start decoding it. Okay, so no more numbers in this book, but there's another page on this table. Let's look at that page. He's talking about these eyes that are floating. And these eyes all have symbols on them. There's one over here. that has this symbol, which I think is 5. Or is this line going the other way? I'm not sure if I'm not sure what the orientation of this. Is this on its side sideways? I need to look at it this way so that this is horizontal and it's a 5? Or is this actually just a vertical line and I mean something else? Wonder if he did this because he's being bougie and flaunting his language skills, or if it was to hide details from Gent. Interesting question. Not sure. But we have seen another one of these eyes on these islands somewhere. Let's look for that. Maybe that will help us out. It wasn't here. It was like... I want to say it was not on the first island, but it was on the island immediately after our first roller coaster ride. It was like just on the cliff wall. Stuck up there. Let's see if we can get back there. How do we get back there? Oh, I accidentally closed it. Let's open it again. Okay, so I know we can get here, and I don't think that leads us to the main island, but this one might. Oh yeah, it leads us to this room. Then we can crawl down here. And yeah, here's that main island. I don't think there were any numbers here exactly. No. But yeah, let's find that first roller coaster ride. Let's see if there are numbers there. Oh, no, I didn't want to close that. Whoops. Please open again. The music is so ominous here. I just know something big is going to happen. Something big is going to happen here. We're going to see whatever that hologram is that we caught a glimpse of and never saw again, and it's going to tell us some important message, probably, eventually. Yeah, here we go. I think in a couple places, I can't think of one, but not so... Oh, I can think of one, but not so sure if it's significant. I love how my dog does not like that squeaky door. He woke up and is doing low, quiet woofs, trying to spot the intruder. Aww. What kind of dog do you have, Octavius? I remember my cat really didn't like one of the plink noises from Myst. He went a little crazy whenever that happened. Oh, and speaking of, he's back! You can barely see him. He's just that little black... Let's see. He's that little black line on the top of his... on the top of his little cat tree. He's mainly a corgi pit bull with a bit of border collie. Fun. That's a very interesting mix. That's not one that I would have thought of before. Did you get him from a shelter? Ooh. So that's the number that's right here. I don't know what number this is, but it sure is there. Haha. Yeah. Oh, yay. I also got my cat from the shelter. Big fan of the animal shelters. Oh, you were volunteering. Cute. Good for you. Good for you for volunteering. That's awesome. He got returned twice? That's rough. That's really rough. Looks like there's another platform over here. Do we need to turn this thing around and see if we can walk on it? It doesn't necessarily look like there's anything over there, but I'm gonna try. Aw, poor guy. Well, I'm glad he found you, Octavius. Glad you got to him. And it doesn't look like I can turn and exit. So we are not able to get over to the other ledge. First person had bad allergies. Understandable, yeah. Other person was less than 6 hours for personal reasons. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that. I feel like 6 hours in, you should... I feel like you don't know enough. I feel like you should know... You should know going into it that you're committing enough to... That 6 hours isn't going to change anything. I don't know. But yeah, good for you. So many fun sea creatures here. And I can't remember what was over here. Oh. Was this just that one area that we got to from the other area? It's hard to talk about areas. This area, that area, from the other area. You don't know what I'm talking about exactly? But anyways, we have not... Oh, wait a second. There is another way to enter this village. And how did I just not... How did I not see it before? Have I gone this way? I have not gone this way. I feel really dumb, guys. But I'm really happy that we're here. So what is this little ball pit for? Here's another eye. Okay, so that is one of those arcs that we've seen in the numbers that we're trying to decode. But the thing about this is I don't know what number this is. That little arc right there, what does that mean? Does that mean 1, 2, 3, 4? I didn't plan on it at all, but when I met him, I didn't know he was being adopted, so they came and got him from me while we were playing. I didn't know he was being adopted, so they came and got him. So I told everyone I would have adopted him if he wasn't already. So when he got returned, I had to back what I said. You got... Yeah, you trapped yourself with that, but it sounds like it worked out well for you. Okay, we're filling this with water. Looks like a little, what does that look like? Kind of a jellyfish kind of creature. That shape does. Not sure how that helps us. Or does this look like one of those creatures that we just saw? Is that just its legs? But turned out okay. I'm glad. I'm glad. Huh. Can I look up close? I mean, I can look at this eye up close. And I can look at... Wait, no. I thought I could look at this thing, but maybe not. Doesn't look like I can look at anything else in here. If I turn this again, does it just empty? Or does it just not turn again? Huh. Well, we'll have to remember that. I just don't know how to tell what number that is. And this is exciting. Here's another path to go into this village. And, okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We finally get to go in this little contraption. Alright. Which lever do we pull first? I'm gonna press the one in the middle, I think. This is gonna turn us. Oh. Did that look like another little eye on the cliff wall underwater? Let's turn back. Okay, we went the other direction, but let's turn again. That right there. It looked like something that was like some sort of special rock or something. Anyways, what does this do? And what does this do? Okay, looks like we're going somewhere. Oh, and now we can choose to go left or right, I think is what's happening. I'm feeling right. Let's go right first. TBH, I'm still failing to recall the connection between the creatures, sounds, and numbers. To be honest, I don't know the connection either. I just remember that we're trying to figure out the numbers because the numbers are going to help us with the little slide scale puzzles on the domes. And I remember, I don't know the connection between the creatures and sounds. That is something that I should probably pay more attention to. Have we seen 5 different creatures yet? We've seen those out on the beach. We saw the fish under the ocean. We saw the frog. That's 3 so far. Are there going to be 5 animals? Okay. And can we exit here? Where is this going to take? Oh, was that a statue up above us? Oh, the scarab. Yeah, so that's 4. Oh, that's just the top of the TP thingy. It's fun that there's all these little divots in the water. I bet there's just a heat source in the middle, right? And the water is like running away from the heat because it's weird. Ooh, okay. Where are we going right now? Well, that's a lot of levers. 5 levers to be precise. What is the point of them? What is the point of them? What is that gonna do? Did that do anything? If only someone had taught this person how to swim. Then we could just swim around everywhere, yeah. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't seem to see any change right now. Let's play around with this more. Let's lift them all up. Still no change. We might need to learn a code somewhere to figure out how to make this do anything. Again, nothing different. So that's another puzzle we need to solve. It's the 5 levers. Let's go down. And let's keep exploring inside this gizmo. If we can get back in. How do we get back in? Wait. How do we get back in? Am I stuck here? The sub. This. I guess we can call it a submarine now that we know it goes underwater. Let's get inside the submarine. Am I missing something? Am I supposed to click somewhere that I haven't clicked yet? It doesn't look like I can get back in. I'm already as low as I can go. Oh, what did I just do? Because I came back down. There's no way to soft lock in this game. What do you mean by soft lock? I don't think I understand what that means. Does that mean, like, lock yourself into a spot that you can't get out of? Like, no way to get stuck. Oh, okay. Okay. Is it yellow? You need, like, a code word for when you're actually asking or just thinking out loud? I do. What should my code word be when I actually am asking for help? And not just thinking out loud. Maybe something up here or in this view is supposed to tell me what the code is. Maybe I'm supposed to glean information from this? Like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's 6 holes, so I don't think that's something. What did you do with those levers before I came back down? I changed some of them. I want to say they were like in this position? Or maybe the opposite with these three up and these two down? Everyone shush, let him cook. Okay. I'm cooking. Did that maybe change the direction of this? Somehow? I don't think he's a Beatles fan. That went right over my head. Oh, that was a different sound. Or does it just make that sound whenever it goes down? I think it just makes that sound when it goes down. Seeing people stuck is part of the fun. Oh no! I don't know if I like this puzzle. Oh! Well, that fixed it somehow. So that's interesting. You know the song We All Live in a Yellow Submarine? Okay, yeah. Is it yellow? I see what you're doing now. So it just has to be in this position for me to get back on it. What is the point of this? Was this just like a little spot that we could get trapped in? Or was it something different? Is there more we can do with those? Okay, well, we are back in there. Let's keep going. Where else can we go? That didn't do anything. Let's turn around. Hopefully we can go this direction. Flip levers and press buttons until something changes. Riven strategy. Love it. One guy was irritated that despite doing basically the same thing, the tram and the sub had different controls. I suggested that the sub was the prototype and the tram was the refined version, which was mass-produced. Not a bad idea. Okay. Let's go left. Right here. Let's see where that takes us. Well, let's see where we ended up. Okay. So I'm unable to reach the thing here. And I probably need to change those levers around so that whatever stop I'm on is in the right position to get out of here. But how am I going to figure that out? Maybe that's what the window is for. Okay, let's turn around. And let's go forward. Okay, and I'm pretty sure those levers were on the right. So go that direction right now. This world is all Gen, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think everything here was made by Gen. I think you're right. Based on the journals that we've read. Nice and slow, nice and slow. And time to climb out. If it'll show me my cursor again. There we go. Okay, so if we go all the way up here and we look at this, I'm betting that each of those 5 levers correlates with one specific spot. And if it's up or if it's down, one of those means that it is accessible, and one of them means it's not accessible from the submarine. So let's figure out which one we had to change to make this one accessible, and then go from there. So let's change this guy and see if we can reach our submarine. Hello, let's go down. It's still accessible. So that one did not change this. Let's change number 2. 2 is not this one. That did not change anything. Changing number 3. What's behind door number 3? It's not number 3. Let's try number 4. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And now it's not accessible. So, I'm not really totally sure if it's this thing that's moving or if it's the submarine track that's moving. It would make more sense that this is the thing that's moving around, right? And that would be nicer because that would be more visible from our little lookout area, right? Oh, and see, this one has this little extension that would allow us to get in it from the submarine. This one has an extension that looks like it's in all the way and not out. Not sure about this one. And is this the last one? Over here? I'm guessing that's what it is. So, I already forgot, was this 4 or 5 that we just did? I think it was 5? Let's do number 1 and see what changed. This is not number 1. This is not. This one is sticking out. Was it sticking out before? This one looks like it's not sticking out. This one's not sticking out. So this one is number 1. When we have it moved out, then we can get up in there. Let's move number 2 up and see which one extends. Look like this one was number 2. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a circle? Is it that easy? Let's move 3 down, see if that one... Yep, that one shortened. And I think really we just want all of them to be up, right? We want them all to be accessible so we can explore all of them. And it looks like they are all that way right now. Cool. Well, that was a scary puzzle at first, but now I like it. That was easy enough. The thing with Riven is that the puzzles are not so much puzzles as just part of the world. It makes you think why these things are the way they are. Yeah, and I think we got a little bit of that when we were reading Gen's journals. Like we learned about the domes and he was making the domes. I don't remember and why he was making the domes. And so, yeah. It is interesting to think that all this stuff was made for original purpose, and now it just happens to be a puzzle for us, just the way it was built. IDK how one person could have built all this in a lifetime with such limited tech. That is explained as well. I think, yeah, because he talked about all the different, did he call them ministries? Like like there was the education ministry, the construction ministry, the surveyors, whatever they were called. He had a whole bunch of them helping him, I think. What do you think of Gen? I don't know. I don't know what I think of Gen. I know that Atris doesn't like him. And I liked Atris the most in Myst out of him and his 2 brothers. So I think he's a bad guy, but who knows? Maybe he's the good guy. Because I know in Myst that was like a big deal. You were trying to figure out which person you actually liked. So I bet they'll play around with that a little bit in this game too. Like, do we like Atris still? Do we like Gen more? Do we trust Catherine? But based on what I've seen, I like Atris more. And Gen is a bad guy who kidnapped Catherine. This is a cool little door. And it's all dark inside. Greetings from New York. I am so bad at catching references. And I might need you have to explain that to me. Oh hey. This is a little classroom. The whatchamacallit ministry must have worked here. And they've got words up here to explain how to read, I assume. I cannot read this language. They have letters all over the walls. They have this little contraption. And this symbol. What number is this? What the? Oh, are these bodies being fed to this guy? The new Riven game is due out next week in VR. I know, I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to buy it, and I'm definitely going to try to play it. I don't know if I'm going to try to play it on stream just because whenever I try to connect my VR to my computer, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So stay tuned. Maybe you'll get to see me play that. Maybe you won't, but I will try my best. One of the best renditions of New York, New York is on YouTube under Portland's Organ Grinder. I miss that place. Huge theater pipe organ with all the different instruments. Great pizza too. Huh. I mean, I love a good pipe organ. And I love great pizza. Are we all New York style pizza or Chicago style pizza fans? Which one is that? Do we like? And maybe that was important. We see this symbol, which is one that we want to figure out. And this thing dropped a couple times. So maybe that's the number it correlates with? How many times is this going to drop? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm guessing that this symbol means 6. And it seems like a game of chance. One person is playing on this side, one person is playing on this side. And whenever you turn this, it randomly selects a number, and that's how many times your person falls. And the first person to fall to the bottom loses. School is teaching numbers, yeah. The only correct answer is yes. Great. Missed friends are just nostalgic. Both of them. Deep dish has too many carbs, but it tastes so good. Huge fan, but only played Riven for the first time a few months ago. Fun! No way, just like me, basically. We almost played at the exact same time. Okay, so I'm going to write down that number and write down 6 next to it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is this guy with a little square in it. The little 4 square symbol. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is 7. Okay. And it has the 1 arc and it has a line straight down the middle. Does that mean the arc is 2? Because that line, I know it's hard to see on the stream, but that horizontal line straight down the middle, we know that that's 5 because that's what Riven is. And then the arc is probably 2 because then that adds up to 7, right? The first time I played Riven, it was on 5 CDs and my computer kept crashing, which would be so frustrating. I've heard about that. Oh my god. Played Myst when they made a port of it on the Sega Saturn. Fun. Not gonna lie, my favorite is Detroit pizza. What is Detroit pizza like? I remember New York is like thin style, right? And Chicago's like deep dish. Which one is Detroit? I think it was hearing about the remake coming. Yes, it is coming. In on like the 25th, I think is what we found out. Definitely knew they made it for that. Yeah. Did they? Yeah, I thought it was just like a computer game. I also didn't know it'd be made on Sega. Did anyone play Uru? Oh, the demo's already available? Riven on the PlayStation. Oh my god. Switch disc from the game. Yeah, one disc for each island. Yeah, every Riven island was on a different disc. That would be frustrating. Let's see, next number. What's going to be next? It's like square, thicker crust that's light and fluffy and very crispy on the outside. And sauce on top of everything. Sounds amazing. Maybe I'm a Detroit-style pizza fan too. And did that one just fall once? I got distracted. Whoops. Let's try again. Oh, we already know this number. This is 6. 4, 5, 6. And this one, what number is next? 6 again. So many 6s. Sicilian pizza. Because he didn't want to wear out the drive. It has no outer crust. It's just like crispy cheese that was next to the pan. Detroit style is great. Oh. See, I like all pizza for sure. I think I like to eat a lot of food when I eat food. I like to really feel full, and so I think I do like Chicago, like deep dish style a little bit more than the others, but they all have their place. Here's hoping this next number is not 6 or 7. We need a new number. Oh yay, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, so that is 2. We were right about that. This little arc on the left-hand side is 2. What's the next number? 1, 2, 3. That one is 3. The little AI looking one is 3. Adding that to my notes. Ah! Right side lost. What a fun game. It looks like they don't reset the whole thing. They wait until everybody dies. The only issues are the sauce and toppings. Bad tasting sauce or unwanted toppings will ruin the best crust. Fair, fair. Are we fans of pineapple on pizza here? Are we fans of sardines? I'm a fan of everything on pizza. Everything standard, at least. I'm sure there are weird things that I would not want on pizza, but lost but learning from it. Anchovies. Are you saying you do like anchovies or you don't like anchovies? Restarting the game. Anchovies, yay, for Octavius. Okay. Even dessert pizza is not bad. I do like dessert pizza. And you do not like sardines. Good to know. And I need to... I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna not pay attention to the chat for a second while I figure out this puzzle. Because I keep turning it and then reading while I should be counting. And I miss the number. So who knows what number this is? Two. We already knew that. We already knew that was 2. 2, 3. Already knew that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8, and that does make sense. Don't apologize for the distraction. You guys have fun. I'll catch up on the chat later. So this one is 8, but that does make sense because that's a combination of the symbol for 3 and the symbol for 5. And I already know the symbol for 5. I should add that one too. Okay. One, Oh, that's a symbol for 1. 1 is basically like a sideways 3. This doesn't help us with all the numbers that we need yet, but we're getting closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. That is very helpful. We need to know that number for sure. And it's just like a cut out corner on the bottom right. We know all the numbers 1 through 8 so far, but we still need to know more. 1, that's just 1. 1, 2, 3. We knew that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We know that. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's 6. Have we seen any other numbers yet? Or is it only going to do 1 through 8 so far? Oh. That one got caught. Okay. We'll play one full round, and if we don't see any new numbers, we'll move on and try to figure out the other numbers another way. Also, we also know that one already. Yep, knew that one. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we didn't know that one before. Let's write that one down. It does look like a combination between 4 and 5, which tracks. Line down the middle, bottom right corner. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. And that's the end of the round. Okay, so we know numbers 1 through 9. That should be able to help us a little bit. What's over here? There's some fruit. That looks like tasty fruit. It's like blue and green on the inside. And here's like a little writing board. Doesn't look like we're gonna... I don't think we're gonna decode any actual words in this game. Because first of all, that feels a little complicated, like learning a whole language with its grammar and everything. And second of all, we can't look up at this up close. So I'm guessing we're never gonna translate words. Oh, hey, this was in one of the diagrams in Gen's journal. So, oh, here's a hologram. So is the teacher in here just a hologram?
Hi!
So that was fun. Not sure what I'm supposed to learn for that. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Also, a couple of your favorite game now is Abduction. I'm gonna have to look that one up. What is that one like? I'm gonna write that down so I can look at it later. I think 10 is the only one it never showed out of what's available. Should we just move on? Yeah, I think we're gonna move on, Sean, and then we'll figure out the numbers more later, probably. Maybe there's another spot to figure it out, or maybe we can just kind of fill in the blanks based on the things that we do know. Fancy, if you like games like this, you might also like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Gonna write that one down too. Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Of Ethan Carter. That's crazy. I feel like I knew an Ethan Carter in high school. Probably not the most uncommon name, though. Spiritual successor to Mist. Can't remember who from Mist was involved. Oh, cool. Okay. Nobody wrote on this board, at least not recently. Is there anything else in this room to look at? We've looked at those tables. Oh, looks like we can look at these letters a little bit. Nothing to interact with. Look at these little animals on their lamp. They're so cute. We already played that game. Can we look up? It looks like there's a little window up there. I don't know if that's important. Every time I open a door here, I'm worried we're going to see another little kid. Abduction was made by the same people who made Myst. It's about being stuck on an alien planet instead of an island. Okay. Denis Alphabet was in there, yeah. Have you ever played 12 Minutes? It's a very different type of game for sure, but has some fun mystery problem solving. I have it, but didn't play it yet. I also have a large Steam game collection that I have not played. Things that are just sitting there. So I understand. Let's see. Let's find another area. There's so many areas to explore right now. And going forwards. Hello, my dog was drinking water and looking back over his shoulder at me the second you did that door. Dog does not like this door, we get it. Sorry, dog. We'll have to give you a warning every time we jump in here. Okay, so I want to go left now because I've already gone right, and that led to the levers. I think we're done with that puzzle. So let's go this direction. I've taught him it's just my phone, just the TV when something startles him. Oh, good, good. My name is in the credits, OG Firmament. Your name is in the credits, OG Firmament. The credits for this game? Or what credits are your name in? What credits are your name in? It's another game made by the people who made Myst. Firmament. Okay. Cool. Oh! That was a big sound. Sounds a little scary. What is, wait. What is this thing for? So something's dropping down. Is it like a little handlebar that we... Oh, my name is in the credits of Firmament. Okay. And it's another game made by the people who made Myst. Good for you. What did you do on the game? And that's weird. It dropped the bar, didn't let us touch it, and then went back up. Do we need to put bait on the bar and then open up this little thing and something's going to jump up and grab onto it? And what is that sound every time? That's scary. I do not remember... Well, we never got to the top of this, but I also don't remember how we closed this door. How did we close this? Oh, it did let you grab it. Oh, shoot. Let me go back. It's a trapeze. Press the handle down. Again, that brought it down. Oh, whoops, my bad. It's a Kickstarter game. Okay. Sky Throne. Okay. I'm not going to click the handle that moves it back up again. Not until I try to grab this trapeze. Okay. Whoops. Oh yeah. No, I grabbed it. Now we're coming up. Do you think we're sitting on it? Do you think we're grabbing it like this? What do you think we're doing? Are we doing the Miley Cyrus? I came in like a wrecking ball? That's what I'm imagining. Is there anything else here that I should look at? Doesn't look like it. Lots of skulls. That's cool. This also... People scare me in this game. Okay, so this person is like in prison, it looks like. And they have red on them. I'm pretty sure the rebels had red on them, right? Because the original rebel that helped us at the very beginning of the game, that freed us from the cage, I feel like they had a headband like that. So, hello. Sorry, you're in prison. Oh, whoops. I clicked on it again. He's just gonna move his head around again. Whoever they are. Good question. Maybe grabbing. Okay. One of them. One of the above. You can press escape to skip animations that you're sick of seeing. Oh, that. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. That's a good tip. Do we let them out? Is that what this is gonna do? Well, that's what we just did. Whether or not we're supposed to. Are they gonna murder us? Are they gonna shank us with one of their knives? Oh, they're not walking out. Or do they already... Are they hiding in the corner? Are we gonna die? Are they gonna trap us in here? Oh, they went down here. Or maybe not. Oh, they went out this little area. I'm almost overwhelmed with how many new areas we can explore right now. There are a lot of them. I don't want to go through this just yet because there's a whole walkway that we didn't go through. I want to explore that, and then we'll go through the secret cave. And thank God for the escape button. Let's see what's over here. Oh, and we just opened up a new pathway to get here, right? Because this is where we already have been. Cool. Okay, now let's go inside the secret cave. Let's open up the little key. Okay, now that you found that, who in their right mind would ever stick their hand into a floor drain in a prison cell? Apparently us. Apparently we would do that. We just walked right in and grabbed the drain for fun. But I bet if you were stuck in a prison cell, you would put your hand in a lot of places. Just to see. Oh, it's dark. Oh god. Okay, well we made it over here somehow. Oh, and there's a light. Oh, and another light. Okay. Where does this lead? Oh, my cat just brushed up against my leg and scared me. And this is just where we came from. Okay. So was there nothing else to see in here besides... Oh, wait, there's a door here. So we just went through the left, and I think that took us to the ocean where the person presumably escaped, right? And now we're looking through this... I don't like those drums. Now we're going this direction to, this room, which looks creepy as hell. Oh, and it's got the sword of the rebels, or the little dagger that they have. It's... Oh, God. Oh. Okay, so this is a puzzle. We need to press down certain ones, I guess. I don't know which animals we're supposed to press. But, maybe it'll open up a new door once we figure that out? Animal puzzle, animal puzzle. Yeah, this looks like a door. I bet once we figure out what animals to press, it'll open up this door. But I have not seen anything that I can think of that would tell us the answer to this puzzle, right? Like, we have seen some of these animals in person, but I'm sure that at some point we'll see any of these animals, right? Did I see any animals? I have seen some animals. We saw those big lapras looking things that dove off into the ocean. We saw the big shark with the tusks underwater, and we've seen the frog. And we've seen the scarab beetles. But I think that's it. But yeah. So either... Hope you are taking notes. Uh-oh. Let's see, let me write down notes of the animals we've seen. We saw the lapras things. That's just what I'm calling them. I don't know what to call them. We saw scarab beetles. We saw the tusked fish. And we saw the frog. And you know what? Why not? Let's try that direction. Let's try pressing just those ones and see what happens. And then maybe if we see more animals later, we can press those. That looks like a tusked fish. We'll leave that one down. Have not seen a rabbit. Have not seen those, whatever that is, or that. That kind of looks like the mouth of the creature we crawled out of that had the staircase in it. That little idol that was over there. I don't know if that counts. Haven't seen anything like that. This looks kind of like the Lapras creatures, but I'm not totally sure. Haven't seen that or that. This looks like a beetle. Let's press that one. Haven't seen birds like that I remember. Or this, or that. Wait, where did that go? Oh, this looks like a frog. Let's leave that frog down. I haven't seen anything like this. Let's bring this back up. Or not. Is there a way to reset this? Do I have to press all of them to reset this? If only I had the right order. Oh. Okay. I'm going to guess that I just don't know all the information yet for this puzzle. We'll come back to that. There's lots of other places to explore right now. Okay. And it's got to close behind us. We can press escape to skip it. Maybe not. But that worked fine. Okay, yeah, there's stuff in the submarine we still want to go on. Can we go down from here? Or no? Apparently not. But I know we can get down here. And maybe we can not get to the tracks from there. How am I going to get back to that machine? It's not going to be over here, right? Huh. No. The way to reset is undo in the order you push them in reverse. Just game mechanics. Okay. Well, I'll have to remember that when I get back there. Anyways, it is getting late, but I feel like we have time to do a few more things. What else do we want to do? I think I want to go back to Gen's lab, and I want to figure out the numbers that we do know. Because maybe we'll figure out the code for those whatchamacallums, for the domes that were spinning. Oh, hiya. Makes you wonder why trees needed such a fun trip to the wood chipper. I agree. Why are we letting trees have all the fun when they're about to die? I guess they're already dead. They already just got chopped down. They get a light show and everything. They really do. Yamaha's sitting on top of my PC tower now. Hey. I don't think he's ever climbed up there before. Oh! I forgot there was a drop. I'm still hoping we get to make paper and a book in this. I think that'd be so fun. Like the escape key was a game mechanic. Oh yeah. Yeah. Game mechanics are helpful. I appreciate them. I'm not going this direction right now. Going up here. If I open this... We've probably caught a frog by now, right? Let's check our frog catcher. See the different animation. Okay. What do we have? There's our frog again. Oh, he didn't even eat the... He didn't even eat the treat we gave him. What was the point of that? Huh. Okay. But the sound that it made just sounded like a frog. I don't know if that was important or not. And next, let's go this direction. Back to the workshop. Cute sound, yep. Yeah, if you're gonna sit on the desk, you gotta say hello. Hello. Say hello, Yam. There you go. Just don't step on the keyboard, okay? And let's find those numbers. He is a cute cat. And he's so friendly. Loves people. Loves pets to a fault. He will come up to you at any time and just rub his face up against anything you have. If I'm on my phone, he rubs his face up against the phone. If I'm doing anything, he rubs his face up against it. It's hard to get anything done. Oh, hey, there's this hologram machine that we found in the classroom. And I'm guessing that this is just explaining the mechanic. See, he's rubbing his face against the mic. You're an itchy boy, aren't you? Itchy, itchy. I'm guessing this is just the mechanics that explain how the hologram works. Those were the colors that we found. Yeah, purr into the mic. I don't know if you guys could hear that at all. The ruler of the multiverse has graced us with their vengeance for a moment. You are very blessed. He doesn't come up on the desk very often. Okay, these are the numbers I want to try and decode right now. So this one is hard to decode because we've seen this left side arc, and we know that it is the number 2, but we've not seen this one. So not sure what that means. Same with this. We haven't seen this bottom arc, but we have seen this bottom right cut out. Ah. And that is the number. Oh, what is that? That is the number 4. So 4 plus something is where this should be. I am owned by 4 overlords myself, King James, King Violet, their daughter, the goddess Aphrodite, and our newest owner, his royal hindass, King Richard of the Lion's Fart. You have 4 cats, Sean? That's crazy. My friend just got he just got 2 cats, 2 kittens from the same litter, and I feel like he's gonna be fine, but like I feel like he's gonna be a little overwhelmed for a while before they get out of the kitten stage. But those are very fun names. James, Violet, Aphrodite, King Richard of the Lion's Fart. What colors are they? What are they? Oh. This one. See, this one's also hard. We haven't seen the corner up here in a cutout yet. And we already know from the number 5 and the number 1 that orientation matters, because 5 and 1 are just the same thing flipped on their sides. And they mean different numbers, so this is definitely not the same as the corner cutout on the other corner on the bottom right. This one also, we don't know. We know half of it. We know this arc. We know the arc is 2, but we don't know this symbol. And then this one, we haven't seen any of these symbols. So I guess we don't know enough to solve this puzzle yet still. We're going to have to keep an eye out for numbers like this other places. You have 2 gingers sleeping behind me, 2 orange cats. Are the rumors about orange cats true? Are they kind of spazzes? Are they kind of brainless and run around and do everything? Or do they have some more brain cells? Do they have more than one brain cell? Sean, Aphrodite, and her siblings chose their own names. I spent hours asking if they were this authority figure or that one until they individually responded. That is dedication. They share one brain cell, but one borrows it more often. Okay, okay. I think there was one number you missed with the fish game. Ooh. And if there was one number, it might have helped us get closer, but I still think we wouldn't have been able to solve a lot of these numbers. Yeah. They're the most chill cats ever. Love belly rubs. Okay. Yamaha here, he almost likes belly rubs. He likes to flop on his back whenever you come around. He'll just flop right on the carpet, expose his whole belly to you, as if he wants his belly rubbed. But really he just wants like his sides and like his lower back rubbed, and he wants the sides of his face rubbed. He'll tolerate his belly rubbed for a little bit, and then he'll bite you. It's a fine line between the right amount of belly rubs and too much, I have to invite you. James is an orange tabby, Violet is a Russian blue, Aphrodite is a gray tabby, and Richard has a half tabby face, a tabby tail, and a few tabby splotches on his legs, but otherwise is pure white. That sounds like a really cute ensemble. You chose a good like pairing of colors. That's fun. The firstborn and largest of the litter is Atlas. Gaia is Aphrodite's twin and always played with Atlas and was always on top, then the runt, and the only long hair was Medusa. Dang. How much cat food do you have to buy, Sean? And how much cat litter? Yamaha needs too many pets. Yamaha, I have to keep playing the game, okay? I'll pet you later. Oh, but hey, this number right here that we thought was something third, 23rd, 33rd, I think that matches up because this right here, the K. Oh wait, no, it doesn't match up. It definitely doesn't match up because this on the right is the symbol for 8, the K with a line through it. And this is, oh, I think we do know this number. This is 9. 9 plus 8, what is that? That's basic addition. That is 17. That doesn't match. 17th, third age doesn't sound right. Still not sure what's going on there. This could be 99. It could be the 99th age, or it could be the 18th age if you just add them together. Not sure how that works. My kitty loves getting her belly rubbed, but I don't know if I should do it. She will often lick her after. Yeah, Yamaha will lick his from time to time, just right in front of us on the carpet, just displaying everything. It's his favorite thing. 2 buckets of litter per month and 1 11-pound bag of Supreme Source per month. Dang. The Erd is an error. Nah, the Erd is correct. The Erd is right. I'm getting so many mixed messages. But either way, I think I just don't have enough information yet to solve this puzzle. I want to go to the fish game and find the one number that I haven't found before I call it a night, though. So let's go find that fish puzzle if I can remember where it is. Okay. No. Wait, where was it? Is this going to help us get there or not? I don't think it is. Let's go. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Javos. Happy to have you here. Oh no, that's the opposite way of what I wanted to do. I want to go to the big golden dome, and from there get to the island where the villages are, and go back to that classroom, and then I'll find the game. And then we'll be able to hopefully find that last number. So big golden dome, and if we go, not there, we go here, that'll take us here, and there might be faster ways to do this, but this is the fastest way that I remember. Nope, not there. Here. And since we are at the end of the stream, I kind of do want to skip these animations. Sorry if anyone really wanted to ride the roller coaster again. By the way, we know this number now, right? This is the number 3. This is the number 3. Don't know why they have the number 3 right there, but they sure do. Oh yeah, and we need to go down here. Look at the little Lapras guys. They have big beaks. And then climb up through here. Yep, we get it. You don't like me around. this number we should know now too. That is the number 2. Again, don't know why there's a number 2 here, but there is a number 2 here. I'm really enjoying this, doing great, figuring these puzzles out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You too, Fuzzy. Yeah. Oh, wait. Wait, no. We did have to get inside of... Oh, shoot. How do we get back to... How do we get back to the submarine? Because the submarine is right next to the teepee pole thing. And we can't figure out how to get back down there. Well, either way, I need to get to that submarine thing if I want to get back to the little classroom and play that game again. I don't know. Do I have enough time to figure out how to solve that puzzle? Oh, no, it's back here. I need to go back to the other side and drop it. Okay, this should be quick. I need to go back over here. And we'll climb all the way back up to the top. Drop the submarine. Nope. And then we should be able to use it again. Just remember there's people in the village who likely use the sub. Sorry, villagers. I have an education to get. I need to learn my numbers. Surely they understand, right? Okay, back down. Okay, all the way up here. Now down here. Bye, Lapras friends. I'm zooming through the game right now. Yay! It is back. Okay. Let's go forwards. So I need to remember for next time that there's a lot more exploring to do down here in the submarine. That's probably what I should start out with next time, is exploring the submarine more. And from there... Well, now I'm lost already. Because I remember there being a turn. Maybe I had to go the other way. Well, this might take a few seconds before I can get to the classroom again, just while I find my bearings. Okay, so this is where I started. I must have gone the other direction the first time I wasn't here. I must have gone this direction that I'm facing right now and not back where I came from. So let's go forwards now. And yeah, this looks familiar. I think I need to turn around and go to the left, and that's where the classroom is. I'm trying not to skip every single animation, because I do think that adds to the experience. But I will skip some of them when I'm rushing. Here's hoping I found the right spot. So the last number that we need to discover is probably the number 10, right? Like they just did number 1 through 10. And are they going to do something annoying, like add together 2 numbers to get it? Or are they going to have a brand new symbol that means 10? I'm hoping for the brand new symbol because adding 2 symbols that we already have together is not going to give me any new information. Like I know that we could probably add 6 and 4 together. Well, no, we couldn't, because those would overlap and be confusing. And 7 and 8 and 9 can't add together because there's already so much going on in them. Or maybe you can. I don't know. Here's hoping it's something new. And, oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that was nice. That was... Thank you, universe, for doing that on the very first try. That was number 10. And that is the bottom arc that we want. That's one of the few things that we're missing. We're missing that, and then let's look at my camera. Yeah, that was really lucky. We're also missing the cutout from the top right corner instead of the bottom right corner. And then the final one is the little X. Part of me is guessing is that is 25. I don't know why, but that just feels like 25. A perfect little X and a perfect square number. 5, 5. I don't know. We probably... But anyways, that would be an easy one to guess if we figured out all the rest of the other ones. So I'm looking at a picture right now of the numbers. I don't know if you can really see it in the camera. But the first number, now that we know those two arcs, the first number should be 2 plus 10, so 12. The second number should be that bottom arc plus the bottom right corner cutout, which is 4. So 10 plus 4. 10 plus 4, so 14. The next number we don't know. It is the top right cutout. The number after that we don't know. It's the top right cutout plus 2. And then the last one we still don't know as well. It's the X. But I do feel good about that. I feel like we have made a lot of progress. I wish this thing gave us even more numbers. Like, come on, give me an 11. Give me a 12. Don't give me a 1. I want more than that. And I'm not sure where else I'm going to find numbers. So that's going to be a fun challenge next time. Yeah, next time, submarine. Next time, figure out more numbers. And those are the two main things. I'm sure there'll be more after that, but I think it's about time to call it a night. I'm going to find someone fun for you guys to raid. Let's see, who should we raid right now? Who is online? Oh, I think you guys will like this person. I recently found them. Hungry Goria, I think. I think this is the person that I was thinking of. But they play a lot of retro games. And so I'll probably raid them. Yeah. Awesome stream, you know them? Oh, or are you talking to me? If so, thank you very much. Yeah. Thanks again for following. Thanks again for showing up and playing this game with me. I like puzzle games, and I like them especially when I get to play them with other people. I feel like it's so much more fun. So again, I play mystery detective games like Myst and Riven and etc. every Wednesday night, every Sunday night. And give me a follow if you want to get notifications when I'm online. And let's go ahead and start this raid. We'll see you guys later. Enjoy Hungry Goria.